put some of these on?
Yeah.
Okay. Mommy.
The baby human brings their unique self on the journey to becoming a social being.
Good job.
Learning to live with others begins with their earliest relationships. Around the age of 2, they enter the realm of symbolic play. But the great joy for the baby human will be the ability to make and keep friends. Sharing and cooperation are hard-won lessons. They must develop an understanding of emotional impulses and learn the art of controlling them.
Oh, your mouth is
Essential keys to becoming a social being. Kara is about to celebrate her 2nd birthday.
Oh, you know what? I think I hear the door. Mommy, go answer the door.
When the doorbell rings, Kara's mother instructs her not to touch the cake.
Don't you eat that while I'm gone.
What is the likelihood that Kara will be able to restrain herself? She begins by putting a candy decoration on the cake. But somehow her fingers sink too far in, and now she has to lick them. Everything in the world seems to beckon and evoke desire in the baby human. This is one of the dramas that takes place in their inner world on the path to becoming socialized. At 24 months, Kara is completely carried away by her impulses. It doesn't take long, and she has forgotten her mother's instruction. And when her mother finally returns, Kara shamelessly denies the obvious.
My goodness, look at that. Did you do that? No.
If learning to control one's emotional impulses is crucial to becoming socialized, when does self-control enter into the baby human's repertoire of behavior? That's what researchers at Michael Lewis's lab at Rutgers University set out to discover.
I have a present in here that I want to play with you, okay? But I need to go somewhere for a minute, so I'm going to put it behind you, but you can't peek and see what it is, okay? All
A
right,
researcher
so we're gonna
sets up a
play with this
situation that is meant to
toy, but we're
evoke
gonna play with
curiosity
it a
in
little
3-year-old
later on, so
Alana.
don't peek.
They want to see how long Alana can have self-control and restrain herself from looking. Alana has no idea that she is being watched through a 2-way mirror. She closes her eyes so that she may not be led into temptation. Two-and-a-half-year-old Mark stops himself just in time. Delaying gratification is an enormous challenge.
And hold on, sit in your chair. Nope, sit in your chair. Sit in your chair. But don't
As for
look,
Justin,
don't-
he
nope,
has no
you can't
self-control
look at my toy
whatsoever.
Until you gotta sit in your chair and not
Waiting
look.
is a challenge for
Yep.
all ages, but especially difficult for the baby human. Observing them through the mirror, researchers can see how valiantly they battle.
Mom? Mom?
What Michael Lewis has found is that the ability for self-control depends on age and individual maturity. But gender is also a factor. Girls, it turns out, learn self-control earlier than boys.
Hello. From Mama? Oh.
Girl or boy, there is an innate goodness in human beings.
Oh, there's.
Every baby human wants to feed their mother, to give them the goodness they have felt in being fed. Some researchers believe that it's on this altruistic impulse that all human society is created.
Thank you, Ta-ta.
The baby human loves to work side by side with a parent, doing grown-up things. Hayden isn't just learning how to vacuum, he's learning the feeling of togetherness. Imitation is the way he shows the connection he feels towards his father.
You want whatever one I have, don't you?
And Hayden's father responds to that togetherness.
Good girl. What a
The same is true for Kaylin and her mother.
You just do
This art of working together is fostered in the baby human's home.
So good at this. Yes, you are.
It's a skill they will carry with them into all areas of their life.
Mess.
But at what age does the baby human really understand about truly intentional cooperation, where nothing can be achieved unless each one plays a part? At Michael Tomasello's lab at the Max Planck Institute in Germany, researchers have developed a series of games to study intentional cooperation, this social skill unique to human beings. A researcher shows 24-month Mark a game which needs 2 people to fulfill its objective.
Da was drin?
One person needs to push the cylinder up so that the other can get the toy.
Eine Puppe. Eine Puppe. Eine Puppe.
Not only does Mark grasp how the game is played, but understands that you can't play this game alone. Only together can they pluck the doll from the cylinder.
Ist die Puppe wieder drin?
Then Mark sends the researcher to the other side so that they switch roles. He has an intuitive sense of fairness. After all, part of living with others is that cooperation also involves taking turns playing the different roles.
Oh, schmeckt die Erdbeere? Dankeschön. Hey, hier.
Another cooperation study has 24-month Rake drop a wooden block through a tube.
Klapper, klapper.
The researcher is there to catch it. Then the researcher moves over to the black cylinder. Will Rake know that his cooperation is required to play this game?
Ah, da.
Not only does he understand the rules, but knows that he can be the one to ask for cooperation. He indicates that he wants to drop the block through the white cylinder. The researcher finally complies. Cooperation is a two-way street.
Spiel?
Next, they switch roles, and the game proceeds, one dropping the block and the other there to catch it.
Na, sowas.
So researchers have found that by the time the baby human reaches 24 months, they have developed a deep understanding of some fundamental principles that make society work.
Ja.
Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to visit the Queen.
Learning how to relate to another person is the first step toward becoming a social being.
I found a little mouse under the chair.
At 3 years of age, participating in the social circle seems easier than before.
How many times does Mama Duck quack?
But there were many lessons learned on the way.
8 little ducks went out one day over
The journey began in the company of those they first attached to, where they first learned about relationships.
Quack, 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 quack.
Then the field widened to include others as the baby human learned to make friends.
7 little ducks went out one day.
They had to learn about sharing and taking turns.
Mama Duck said,
Quack, quack, quack.
good job.
They also learned how to handle conflict and collaborate.
1 little duck.
As they grow older, they will acquire an ever more profound understanding of who they are. Learn to appreciate the talents they are born with,
Quack, 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 quack.
and realize how they can contribute as healthy social beings to their society.
That makes 0.
That's right. 7
After all, what makes society rich are the many voices in its choir, all trying to sing in harmony together.